Dear leaders, I think, or maybe I would assume this is the conversation that is happening around every boardroom right now. The quality of the workforce. And I say quality because it is at a stage right now where it takes 3 persons to do one job. And it is really troubling, I would say. It's troubling to think that we have reached a stage where people are coming into a job and there's this mentality that they need your salary. So you've been there, you've experienced, you have qualifications, you have done everything that you need to do to get to where you're at. And now you're earning, let's put a figure to it. Let's say $300,000. And now someone is coming in, no experience, maybe even just out of high school or even a first degree, no experience, come in and say now they want anything over 300 to $500,000 at the beginning. I understand that some places maybe pay that kind of money, but you have no experience. You're coming into a job where you will be paid to learn is one. And as you get your knowledge, it depends on what you will do. And then, so this is the problem that is being, happening all over right now, is that people want a lot more money, but that job description or the responsibilities that they have to fulfill, they don't want those responsibilities because they don't want to be held accountable for anything. And I can see how some of this contributed to our education system, our, I would say our upbringing, because as parents, we also taught our kids this kind of entitlement mentality. And so now we have people that if I can't get the money I want, if I can't get the hours that I want to work, if I can't, you know, just the few things that I want to do, then I don't need to work here anymore. And some of the parents are actually encouraging their kids them that if it's not working out, they're leave. I hear you to what extent it not working out. Because if you're not going to stay long enough to be able to build resilience and to be able to learn something, what's going to happen to your future? And it's just something that I'm thinking, what is going to happen to this generation right now that believes everything should be for free, that believes that they don't need to work for anything? And there are people who want to mentor them. There are people who want to teach, to understand you do have to work, you do have to put in the effort to know something, and it won't come that easy. And the reality is that others are coming to this country with a hunger to work, to earn, and they will do whatever it takes to ensure their families are taken care of. And what's gonna happen now to our Guyanese people? Are we gonna sit back and complain at that point there that we don't have jobs and we don't have, you know, maybe you might start even blaming the government. But really, right now, look across our nation. I can bet every single organization have a vacancy. But why are we not able to have our people to fill those vacancies? And this is the conversation I am having maybe 2 to 3 times per week with different executives and different companies, different business, small to large. Same conversation. We can't find quality people. We have people that are coming out from the university. We have people coming out from other private organizations and cannot function they cannot think anymore. And many people hire me asking, come, I need my people to start being thinking people. We want critical thinkers, people who can solve problems, people who will do, not sit back and see something happen, but do something about it. Come up with the solutions and our solution. But this is not happening, right? And it comes back to the quality of life we're choosing is one, the quality of education that we've been through, the quality of our mindset as to where, the vision that we have for our lives. How big is that vision? Because if it is very small, you're going to only be thinking small. And so, because of the small thinking, we have people now who comes into workplace and will not do even sometimes the bare minimum of what is expected of them. And now you have to hire someone else to back them up because they're not pulling their weight. But it's a cry right now on this nation of what's happening with the quality of people. There's kind of loyalty anymore. There's no respect for, timing and all of that. And quality of work. So based on the quality of, I would say from our upbringing to now, whatever is the quality, something is going wrong somewhere. And if we don't address this very fast, we're gonna have people who just show up and, many places will struggle to find quality people. It's happening already and it's alarming what's gonna happen even maybe in the next year or two. So I am saying this here just to help you. If you are the person that, won't do what is necessary, not performing, not upskilling, not, you know, investing into you anymore, look at it. What is the life that you want? Have you settled? Right? And sometimes I think honestly, it's like a lazy mentality. That we have people who are just lazy to do stuff. And I always remember it says, if you don't work, you should not eat neither. That sounds very harsh, but it is what it is. You gotta work. It is required. It's your ethical duty to work and to also, when you do the work, do proper work. Now, nobody should actually make you to want to do proper work. That should be an inward desire. That is something that's supposed to already be in you as you were coming through your life. All stages as you come through. It should be something that is already built into you. And yes, sadly, many things weren't built into our people from young age, and now they're adults and they don't know how to behave, how to behave ethically in the workplace. And people are hiring now, please come teach my people work ethics, how bad it is. Now, people should not have to raise a standard for you or set a standard. You're the one who's supposed to set that standard. You're the one who's supposed to be thinking, okay, how can I raise this standard every single day for myself? Those are choices we get to make. And so I'm saying this here so with great concern of what's gonna happen to our young people, especially in the future. A lot of us may need to start taking some of them, especially in your organization, and start mentoring them as much as you can. Because I don't know at home how much of that they're getting. Whereas our nation will be struggling too, and there are a lot of examples around the world of where we could end up if we don't do something. This is our country, and we need to say, take charge, do what is necessary to help mold our people. The greatest asset is our human asset, right? Our humans that we can grow, develop, help them to start thinking differently. So I would put that out there. This is a challenge to all of us. How do we start grooming our people and helping them? Because they're at a state, many of them are at a state that they don't know what they don't know. And it is our job to help them to know what they don't know and to do something about it. It's not going to be easy. It is going to be a challenge. But I do believe that if we all work together, we can make this happen. Starting with your organization or starting in your family. Start helping our younger people to start seeing and understanding what responsibility is. Help them to understand what quality looks like in all areas of their lives. And start helping them to learn to raise the bar for themselves. Okay? We could talk about this all day. Do shoot us any message or, your thoughts on this too. Maybe some ideas of how others can use, some of your thoughts to help our young people in the workplace right now. So take care, share this video, and also give us some comments of your thoughts on this. Take care.